Namaste. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to focus on the neck and shoulder region. Of course, these are very important regions. The neck connects between the mind and the heart and the rest of the body. So, of course, it is a very important connection. And we have also, it's a part of the spine that is not being held by other bones or like a rib cage or the hip area. So the neck and the lower back are areas that absorb a lot of shock and can carry a lot of tension. So we are going to release the tension in the neck and shoulders and the trapezius muscles, the shoulder blades, and open up the shoulder joints. So let's begin without too much more talk. We put our hands in front of our chest at the height of our shoulders. Try to really pull the arms out of their, try to sort of pull them out of the shoulder socket and keep your shoulders down, keeping the neck and shoulder area in a sort of a T junction. So the open up the collarbones, keep the chest open, arms in front of the chest. Here already, this is an active pose. You're sticking the muscles of the arms right against the bones, keeping the arms active, keeping the shoulders down, keeping the belly in, keeping the lower rib cage wide to the sides. And now when you lift your arms with awareness, lift the arms right, let's send the energy right up to the fingertips and take the arms up above the head. Above the head. If you're only reaching here and you can only keep your arms open, that's okay at this stage, but try to keep the lower arm, bring it in, almost turning the palms of the hands up. You can also do it with the palms of the hands up and then try to take the arms up and see where you get to. Be aware, breathe. If you get stuck, breathe, take a breath in, and on the exhale, take the arms up again above the head. Just trying to take the arms up above the head. This is also a very warming exercise to just Urdhva Hastasana is already very warming. It gets the heart rate up. Lift the arms, lift, extend through the sides of the body, and on the exhale, come down and bring the arms back to the sides of the body. You can do that more than once. Let's do it again. Hands in front of the chest, turning the palms up towards the ceiling. Then inhale and take the arms up above the head. Lift, lift, lift. Watch out for the arching lower back. Pull the belly in. Lift the arms up above the chest. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Then turn the palms towards each other. Lift some more. And exhale and come down the same way you came into the pose. It's a key point to remember in all asanas. Any asana practice, whether it's just arms or legs or body, always come out of the pose the same way you came into the pose, so as not to cause any damage in the already stretched muscles and soft tissues, other soft tissues. Okay, so again, now we're going to put the hands in front of the chest, facing each other, palms facing each other. Interlock the fingers. Pay attention to which finger of the left hand or the right hand is on top, okay, because we're going to change the interlocking of our fingers soon. Interlock the fingers, turn the palms upside down to Baddha Guli Asana, belly in, lower rib cage in, and now breathe in and take the arms up above the head to Urdhva Baddha Guli Asana. Urdhva Baddha Guli Asana. Try to keep important things to remember. Elbows. Try to lock the elbows and keep the arms straight. Open the chest. Feel it as you take the arms up. You can feel the shoulder blades going into the body and the upper back opening up. Shoulders opening up. Keeping elbows straight. Trying to get the palms of your hand as high up towards the ceiling. Relax the trapezius muscles. That's the muscles here that's joining the shoulders and the neck. Relax those muscles. Don't lift your shoulders. Keep the shoulders down and calm down. Then Turn the hand palms over. Change the interlock of your fingers. So if the left hand, like mine, my left hand was on top, now I interlock my fingers with my right index finger on top. Okay, I can also open the legs and sit in Virasana. Okay, and turn the palms upside down to Baddha Kolyasana and then lift Urdhva Baddha Kolyasana, keeping the elbows straight, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the trapezius muscle and trying to squeeze the head between the hands. You want to try and squeeze the head between the hands, rib cage in, and exhale and come down all the way. Unlock the fingers. Now let's stretch those legs out quickly. We're going to go into downward dog. So you come into cow's pose. Okay, knees. Make sure your knees are below your knees are below the hips. Turn your toes in. Place your palms firmly up on the floor. And my cat is eating my hands as we do it. And lift your tailbone up as high as possible. Lift your heels. Try to straighten the legs and push the floor. And try now to push the chest towards the legs. It's the same action in the arms as we did a minute ago. We are lifting the arms. So try to focus here. Let's not worry about what's happening in the legs too much today. If you can't straighten the legs, keep them slightly bent, but try to keep and lift the tailbone up and the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. And try to get the chest as close as possible to the legs, to the thighs. Keeping the elbows straight and sticking the soft tissue, the muscle tissue to the hard tissue, the bones, and working with those arms and drop the head down. Try to shake the head from side to side. Drop it. This releases tension in the neck. We want to try and get a straight line between the sacrum, which is the very bottom of the spinal column, right down to the base of your cranium, to the top, to the very highest vertebra of the neck. The spine hangs down. So this also creates space in the neck, in the space between the vertebrae of the neck and the entire spine. But today we're focusing on shoulders and neck. So when you get tired, of course, come down again. And we're back to Vajrasana. Again, if this seating position is difficult for you, find a comfortable position to sit or stand in. You can also stand. I'm sitting because of the camera. So you can also stand, and if you're standing, just try to make sure you're standing with your legs hip width apart, and that when you lift your arms or do anything like that, you don't throw your pelvis forward. Keep your pelvis back, keep your belly in, and keep the weight of your hips above your ankles. You want to draw one line from your ankles to your hips to your shoulders, a straight line. Okay? Right, we're going to Gomukhasana. Actually, before we do Gomukhasana, if you have a belt at home, this is a special yoga belt that's good to tie up. It's available online. You can type in Iyengar yoga belt or yoga belt, and you'll find this belt. But if you don't have this belt specifically, any belt, as long as you can get it, depends on the width of the girth of your chest. So if you're wide in the chest and shoulders, then you're going to need a longer belt. But try to get a belt as long as possible and flat. Otherwise, you can also use rope. It's also okay. But we want to try and fold the rope or the belt that you have in half, just like this. Okay. Then place the middle of the center of the belt that's folded in half it's like on the bra line. It's just on the line of the nipples. That's the height of the belt should be, like to cross in the middle of the nipple. And then we extend the belt like this at arm's length. And then you cross the belt over like this, creating a cross, and take the arms up above the head, still crossed. Then take each arm to the side and above. Then you need to probably lean a little bit forward so that you can catch the belts behind you or to your sides, and try to not let the belts overlap. And then what we have is a cross section in the back, in the middle, between the shoulder blades. As I pull this, it takes my shoulders back and presses on my trapezium, and it helps to relax and relieve any tension in the neck, and it teaches the shoulders to come back. If I put the strap on right on the middle of my shoulder, front shoulder, it takes it back. Look at that from the side, how it opens. I have naturally rounded shoulders. I have to work really hard to take my shoulders back and use a lot of awareness, even after 25 years of yoga practice. So this is wonderful. Opens up the chest, takes the shoulders back. So just to stand like this for a while. It's also, you can practice yoga asana like this. We can practice any yoga asana, and then it helps us to keep the chest open. So if I say go to Trikonasana, I can go into Trikonasana like this. It helps me to keep the top part of my body in the correct position. Okay, this way the spine stays nice and long and straight. Okay, so this thing that, notice I'm doing both sides because I don't want to have any misalignment in my body. Alignment is the key word. So I can do this standing or sitting. I'm just showing you sitting today. And you can do this for as long as you want, whenever you want. You can also, if you're doing it with a yoga belt, you can also close the belt like this. Close the belt. And then it's actually keeping my shoulders back all the time. And I can sit and work like this at the computer, or I can cook, stand and cook, chop vegetables. I can carry on with my day with this on me, and it helps correct the posture and open up the chest and keep your shoulders back. So that's a little trick and something we can do. We did it now for a little while, and now we'll move on to Gomukh Asana. So now that we've already also softened the trapezium muscle, we go to the Gomukh Asana. So we lift the hands up. Start with the hands up, palms facing each other. Then we take the left hand, turn the palm outward, okay, turn the palm from the inside out to the left, and then continue, take the arm behind the back. See how high you can go, okay? It's all about, now it's in the elbow, but nothing changes. The back of the wrist is on the back. See where you can get to. You might be here, you might be here. You can also help yourself by taking the right hand, pulling the elbow in closer to the body, and then helping it to bend more. You don't want to break in the wrist too much. So try to keep your wrist as straight as possible. We need the strap again. We need a belt again. This time maybe make a smaller loop. If you don't have a belt, you can also use an elastic band or whatever. It's not as good elastic. I prefer, it's better if it's not elastic, but you want to keep it. Okay, so the hand again behind the back. If you helped it, and you come back up again. Then you turn the palm to face your back, okay, and bend the elbow, and then the hands, if they meet, wonderful. Grab them. Try to have all the fingers grabbing on, and you want to take the top elbow up towards the ceiling and keep it close to the ear, and the bottom elbow is pulling down towards the floor and staying close to the body. If you don't reach, you grab the belt, don't be lazy. Change the size of the loop. Get it right. Because this work, if you grab onto the belt properly, then you can actually place it in the middle of the back, pushing the back of the top of the spine in and opening the chest. And then you can also resist, pull against. In yoga, there's always energy moving in equal and opposite directions. So one elbow is pulling up, the other elbow is pulling down, keeping the sides of your body even, opening the posterior deltoid of the upper arm and the anterior deltoid of the lower arm. Lift, pull, and release. Release the same way you came in. Release the lower arm, take it around all the way, turn the palm to face, and then the right hand, palms facing each other, hands down, or keep the hands up. Move the belt to the other thumb, palms facing each other, turn the right palm out, and take the hand behind the back of the palm, wrist against the back and against your back. If you need help, pull the lower elbow and try to bend the arm more and help that hand get up higher on the back. Hand goes back up again. Now, turn the upper hand, the left hand now, back towards your back, and bend your elbow and grabbing onto both sides of the rope, or fingers grabbing on and lifting. Now try to tear that belt, or pull your arms apart. So that pull the elbows apart away from each other. Bring your belly in. Don't let the arch come into the lower back. Keep the arch in the upper back. That's what we want to try and do. So the belly has to be strong all the time. Lifting your pelvic floor, pulling the belly button in towards the back, and pulling and extending. Now straighten the top arm, release the bottom arm, go tangled up there and come down. Okay, so already we have a lot of shoulder work in. Now, if you've got a chair or something, anything, it can be a coffee table, any surface that's about the height of a chair, height of your knee. Best is if it's above the height of the knee. And if you've got a belt, it's also great. Okay, and we want to just come into that shoulder a little bit more. And just be gentle here, okay? So I've put the belt on, keeping my elbows the width of my shoulders, okay? And I want to place the elbows on the edge of the chair or whatever surface I've used, a bench, or it doesn't matter what it is. And then I start walking my legs back and the chest, and you see it's coming into that posterior deltoid, and I'm keeping my face down, forward or down. Well, I don't need the belt, but I'm keeping it there to avoid my elbows opening up too much. I want to keep the arms shoulder width apart. And that's the reason for the belt. Now, if this hurts, like it's hurting me, you can soften that surface, because I'm 45, so bones are starting to get a little sensitive. Also, if it's hurting on the knees, you can put a blanket under the knees. You don't need to suffer unnecessary pain. Palms are Namaskar, palms together, whole palm together. And we're going into those shoulder joints. Now the neck, we want to keep in extension to the spine. And we want to try and get that chest down. But keep the belly in. Don't collapse in the lower back. Don't collapse in the lower back. Pull your belly in. Lift it up towards the chest and let the opening come from the shoulders. You can also even slightly move it up and down. Don't be scared. If you're feeling pain or in either of the shoulders, stop. If you're feeling the pain when you're here, stop. Breathe. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, try to bring the chest down a little bit more. Breathe. And on the exhale, so you breathe into the pain. We want to try and breathe. We don't want to avoid pain. Pain is part of life. It's natural. Human beings, we try and avoid it all the time. We have to get through the pain. So as long as the pain is not sharp and immediate, which means that something is torn, don't run away. Breathe. Continue breathing. And exhale through. And you'll feel that on the exhale, you can maybe come down a little bit more. Try to hold it for 3 or 4 breaths. And next time you do it again, and you hold for 4 or 5 full breaths. Try to breathe through your nose, especially on the inhale. And you can exhale through the mouth. Try to breathe in and out through your nose. Okay, the nose regulates the temperature better of the air that's coming into the body. You stay there as long as you need to. Neck, keep your neck, extend, keeping your chin in. The chin may come onto the belt, which is quite nice. It's like a hammock for the forehead, which is really, really nice. But remember to bring the belly in. Okay, and when you've had enough, you walk your feet forward and come down. Okay, now let's just do a little bit of neck exercise. Simple. I recommend you do this every day when you get out of bed. After, I always do Adho Mukha Svanasana, and I do Adho Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Virasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Virasana a couple of times when I get out of bed. Sometimes I go into Urdhva Mukha, also Adho Mukha, Urdhva Mukha. This is also very good. Look, we've been working on the shoulders, and we're continuing to work on the shoulders. People who don't have as much range of motion in their shoulders can do it on the chair. Like this. Take the legs back. And come forward. Walk forward. Bring the hips towards the arms. And down and forward. Everyone can join me now. Now I'm jumping a little bit from topic to topic. But we're still staying in the shoulders. Also here, what is this pose? Uttanasana. Half Uttanasana with the hands extended above the head, keeping the neck, the head, actually you want the ears alongside the arms. And come forward with the hips, open the chest, keeping the legs strong, lift the chest. Don't look up towards the ceiling. That creates a lot of tension in the neck. Bring the chin in, lift the chest. Then with the chin in, maybe you can try to look up. Don't throw your head back. Okay, and push, come back down. Head down, drop the head. And one more time. Look up. Don't look up. Chin in, look up. Don't just throw the head back and come forward. So these things you can do as you get out of bed, even against the bed, even though it's not strong enough. But then we want to just do a few exercises for the neck every morning. Get that tension out of the neck as you wake up in the morning. So you bring the chin in and up as much as possible, keeping chest open and the sides of the body open. And breathe in, bring the head back to the center. Exhale and lift the chest. Lift the chest and let that come from there. And then back to the center. Exhale, chin in. Inhale, chin up. Inhale again, exhale, then inhale and lift the chest and try to face the ceiling and come down. Do this 3 or 4 times, forward and up, stopping in the center. Then we can do also turning the head from side to side. Try to look over the shoulder, keeping the chin in and back to the center and other side. So just turning the head on its own axis. So we have the base of the spine and the cranium turns from side to side. From side to side. Right, left, right, left. And last but not least, we're going to do side to side. So we keep the shoulders at the same level, belly in. So the torso is nice and strong. And you turn your head like a pivot, like those dogs on the dashboard. You know, the dogs on the dashboard that go like this. So this is what we want. We want the dog's head to come down towards the shoulder without doing much in the neck. Just extends the muscles in the sides of the neck. Not so much moving the vertebra. The vertebra will move slightly, gently, and we move the head from side to side, stopping in the middle, exhaling when we extend, inhaling when we lift. Exhale, extend down. Inhale, come back to the center. And yes, that's it for the active movement. And for those of you who want a little bit of relaxation, we want to create in the head and shoulders the Salamba Sarvangasana posture. We get here Mula Bandha. So this helps create length in the chest. We want to take a blanket, a folded blanket, maybe 2, or maybe 2 folded blankets or 3. Want to get as much height as possible. And going to sit on top of the folded blankets, then lie down, keeping the shoulders on the blanket, and then hold them so they don't squish up underneath you, and pull back, keeping the chin in. You see, I'm holding the chin in until the tops of mounds of my shoulders come down onto the floor. Now I'm getting a nice chest opening, getting the shoulders in, arms to the sides, wrists folded, elbows folded 90 degrees. Keep your feet on the floor. Keep your feet on the floor. So the whole, basically the part of the blanket that should be supporting you are the middle rib cage, from the mid rib cage, bottom of the shoulder blades, down to the sacrum, the hips, the hip bones are in support on the blanket. The shoulders are on the floor, and the shoulder blades are nice and in. The chin is in. There's a nice length in the neck. The chin is in, creating Jalandhara Bandha, relaxing, soothing, massaging the thyroid gland. All these things lower and calm the nervous system, keeping the chest open, allowing for more fresh oxygenated blood to come into the body with every inhale, and with every exhale, releasing more negative energy, pain, fears, letting go of all of that, letting go of the cheekbones, the jaws, the eyebrows, letting the eyelids be soft on the eyeballs, and imagining that the eyeballs are disconnecting from the eyelids and being drawn back into the eye sockets. Relaxing the facial and the cranial muscles allows for immediate deep relaxation. If you want and can stay here for Shavasana, do that. Just take your legs to the side And rest here for Shavasana in this little arch of the back and opening of the chest. But if this is no good for you and you're feeling pain in your lower back or anything else, you can just, once you've had enough of this pose, you bring your knees in towards your buttocks, lift your hips off the floor and push the blanket out. You can even roll it out, even better. Roll it out like this, and then place your whole spine on the floor and keep the roll blanket underneath behind your knees. Then take your hands out to the sides, opening, letting the armpits breathe, letting your shoulders come down towards the floor, letting your feet fall out to the sides, palms of your hands facing forward, soften the fingers, soften the toes, the calves, the knees, the hips. Soften in all the facial muscles. Again, if you've got any tension in your mouth, your lips, your tongue, your cheeks, your eyebrows, your eyelids, forehead, all the cranial muscles are relaxed. Relax the muscles in the neck, in the throat, in the chest, and in the belly. And allow your whole body to be relaxed and heavy on the mat. Completely surrendering to gravity. And staying here for 1 or 2 minutes at least. Those of you who want to continue and stay in Shavasana for as long as you want, the longer the better. That's great. But I'm going to stop here by waking up the extremities, breathing, taking a deep breath in, bringing the knees in towards the chest, one leg after the other, hugging them towards the chest, and turning over onto my right side, just like that. Stay here for a breath or two, feeling the left side of the body melting into the right side of the body. And then place the palm of my left hand in front of my chest and push the chest up to come up to a seated position. I'm up to any seated position. Sit cross-legged on the mat. You can take something behind you to lift the hips, or we can just sit. Just take a moment to sit upright when you finished your practice. Always try to take that moment after Shavasana. Try and feel the difference in the body, the change in your breathing, and also the state of your mind, the state of your thoughts. Is that monkey mind a little bit more settled now from the practice? Feel your chest area, feel your shoulders and your neck. See if the intention of opening up and relaxing the neck and shoulders has happened. And then we put our hands in front of our chest as a sign of gratitude to the gift of yoga. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.